The soaring value of cryptocurrencies has inspired a digital gold rush, attracting everyone from large corporations to tech millionaires and criminals. But behind the allure of these advanced elements of modern finance lies a hidden world that could spell trouble. Cryptocurrency mining is an energy-intensive process that validates blockchain transactions and mints new coins. Read on to learn about the risks of this practice, including selfish mining and environmental impacts. Selfish mining. Cryptocurrencies are designed to be decentralized and unforgeable, but selfish mining can undermine these core values. Selfish mining involves a miner withholding information about newly discovered blocks from the rest of the network in order to gain an unfair advantage in the race to find the next block. This can lead to reduced network security and increased centralization of the mining process. A miner can carry out a selfish mining attack by creating a private chain and then publicly revealing it opportunistically. In this way, the miner can build a chain that is longer than the main public chain and earn more rewards than they would otherwise receive. However, in order for this attack to be successful, the miner needs to have an initial chain that is shorter than the current longest chain. To mitigate the effects of this threat, miners can use a variety of strategies to prevent selfish mining attacks. One strategy is to use a randomization technique that causes each miner to randomly select which fork to work on when multiple forks are present. Another is to use timestamping, which ensures that blocks that are mined in secret cannot be introduced to the main chain if they have not been timestamped. While these strategies can help mitigate the impact of selfish mining on blockchain networks, they do not fully address the issue. As such, addressing the problem of selfish mining remains an important part of ensuring the integrity of cryptocurrency networks. Environmental impact. The environmental impact of crypto mining is an important issue to consider. This is because it involves a high-energy process that uses a lot of electricity to verify transactions. As a result, it creates a significant carbon footprint and contributes to climate change. This is because the process requires powerful computers to solve complex equations. The first miner to solve these equations gets the reward for their work, and it is this incentive that drives up energy usage. To curb this issue, cryptocurrencies are beginning to switch to renewable energy sources to power their mining operations. They are also experimenting with alternative mining methods, which require less energy to complete the verification process. In addition to this, many are calling for increased regulation of the cryptocurrency industry in order to ensure that it is done in a sustainable manner. Unfortunately, it isn't just crypto mining that has a negative impact on the environment. Pre-existing monetary systems are also harming the planet. The US prints billions of dollars in cash each year, requiring massive amounts of water and electricity. And the world's major banks invest our money in fossil fuel industries, contributing to global warming. Despite this, cryptocurrencies have been touted as the future of finance, with some even predicting that they will replace fiat currency. But despite their potential, they must not be allowed to devastate the planet as they continue to grow in popularity. The energy required to mine cryptocurrencies results in substantial greenhouse gas emissions. According to one study, the top 5 cryptocurrencies generate 140 million metric tons of CO2 per year. This is more than the CO2 produced by beef or crude oil. It is also more than the annual emissions of countries like Argentina or Norway. Moreover, the profitability of mining for popular cryptocurrencies is decreasing, requiring miners to purchase more equipment to remain competitive. This is driving up costs, which can be passed on to consumers. In addition to this, mining facilities can cause noise and water impacts, electronic waste, and air pollution. All of these factors can have negative effects on local ecosystems and people. Security issues. As cryptocurrencies gain popularity, criminals are increasingly targeting companies that store or invest in them. These hackers are seeking ways to extort money from their victims, or steal cryptocurrency from them through mining operations. Mining cryptocurrencies requires costly hardware that includes processors, graphics cards, and dedicated memory. It also requires significant electricity to keep the equipment running. As a result, large crypto mining operations need to invest in their own data centers and purchase power-efficient equipment. Then there are the environmental impacts. Crypto mining consumes a lot of energy and produces a significant amount of carbon emissions. Those costs have made cryptocurrency mining unprofitable for individuals and businesses that use the currency. Instead, they may opt for cryptojacking, which involves stealing computing resources from endpoint devices without their consent or knowledge. To do this, the attackers plant a piece of code on a device and then use it to mine for cryptocurrencies. In early instances of this scheme, which is called drive-by cryptojacking, web publishers caught up in the Bitcoin craze would ask visitors to allow them to mine for coins while visiting their websites. More recently, cybercriminals have been exploiting more powerful hardware, including the operational technology networks of water utilities, to perform cryptojacking attacks. In one case, a group of criminals cryptojacked a European water utilities control system and degraded its operators' ability to manage the operation. Security researchers have discovered a number of different types of cryptojacking attacks. Some of them rely on JavaScript scripts to infect endpoints, while others take more sophisticated approaches. In 2021, for instance, a cryptojacking campaign called Team TNT exploited the Javax miner and inserted miners into Alibaba Elastic Computing Service instances. The attackers used evasion techniques, including time-stomping to manipulate system timestamps and removal of XM-rig-specific libraries, to hide their activities from detection tools. To help prevent cryptojacking, security teams can implement threat intelligence solutions that monitor for a variety of behavioral changes on their organization's endpoints. They can also deploy network monitoring tools that detect the types of traffic that indicate the presence of cryptojacking software. For example, a spike in help desk tickets about slow computer performance or devices overheating could be an indicator of cryptojacking. Regulation. Cryptocurrency is an innovative new asset class that's gained tremendous popularity, especially with the massive spike in Bitcoin prices this year. It's attracting the attention of everyone from tech millionaires and global investors to criminals, sanction busters, and even the world's largest companies such as Tesla, which recently began accepting Bitcoin payments. But what many don't realize is that cryptocurrency is also being used for illicit activities such as money laundering and terrorism financing. Unlike traditional financial systems, cryptocurrencies are decentralized. Crypto transactions are validated by a large network of computers, known as a blockchain, which records all transaction data. These transactions are fast and secure, but they're also extremely vulnerable to cyber attacks. Hackers have already started targeting major corporations that store or invest in cryptocurrencies in order to steal their digital assets. Another issue with cryptocurrencies is that they are energy intensive to mine. This is because a number of cryptocurrencies rely on what's called proof of work to verify the validity of new transactions on the blockchain. Proof of work mining requires powerful computers to solve complex math problems and earn a reward. This process is very energy intensive, consuming more than the total electricity consumption of several countries including China and Kazakhstan. As the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have surged, so has the demand for mining hardware. As a result, miners have been moving their operations to colder regions with cheap, subsidized electricity such as Russia and Kazakhstan. Regulations can help to limit the negative effects of crypto mining. Utilities can develop electricity rates that protect against stranded costs, study the impact of high-density loads on congestion, resource adequacy, and wholesale market prices, and establish rules to minimize the impacts on ratepayers. Environmental regulators can encourage a shift from fossil fuel power plants to renewables, prioritize the long-term need for sustainable electricity sources, and encourage investment in other types of mining that are less harmful to the environment. The massive energy consumption associated with proof-of-work crypto mining threatens decades of progress toward climate goals, and it is endangering grids, utilities, communities, and ratepayers. While many mining advocates argue that cryptos are being held to a double standard because they're not as centrally controlled as fiat currencies, they do not dispute that the vast financial systems that undergird fiat currencies consume far more energy than cryptocurrency mining does.